Welcome back to Andersen Acres. I am inside the little brown shed. She's not allowed to come in here, even though she wants to. And you can probably hear our new arrivals. Baby chickens, little chicks. Now, these guys are about 3 weeks old, so they don't need a lot of heat. They need just a little bit, and this light is here just to give them light. This is not for heat, that's for heat. I'll talk more about brooding and even hatching chicks later. These guys were not hatched here. They were hatched by my best friend. She hatched them out for me because we were mid-move, and I didn't want to move incubators full of eggs. So we have 8 Silkie chicks. Okay, so you can see we've got 6 lighter colored, splashes whites and a lavender actually. And then we have a partridge and another partridge. And then we've got 2 actually mixed breed backyard mix babies. They're the same age. You'll notice they're significantly bigger. And the reason they're significantly bigger is they are barnyard mix. So they're not teeny weeny like Silkies. They knocked over their food container. Don't worry about that. We'll fix that in a couple hours. They have plenty of food because it's on the floor. So you'll notice my temporary brooding setup is really just a little kid pool, okay, that we pull a sheet over top of when these guys are getting antsy. And it's just a little kiddie pool with some hay in the bottom. It's not really a big deal. These guys are old enough they can be on hay. I typically don't use hay. I typically use sand or wood chips. But hay is fine for right now because they're 3 weeks old. They're fine. These guys will move out to the barn with Shadowfax, so probably in another 2 weeks because they are only 3 weeks old. The cats aren't allowed in here for obvious reasons. We have never had a problem with our cats eating our chicks, but it's a good idea just to make sure. And Arwen has come to join us here. Hi, Arwen, baby. How you doing? I'm in here. Yeah, I'll be out in a second. So back to the babies. You can probably hear them really well. Just wanted to let you listen to them for a minute there. They are doing really, really well. They've actually been here for a few days now, drinking their water. And yes, I am using a really tiny baby waterer, only because I also hatch out quail, and quail drown themselves, so that's the kind of waterers I typically have for little ones, and I use it for chickens as well. Nobody can drown themselves in these tiny little waterers. I will do a video about waterers and feeders a little bit later when I'm hatching myself. So yes, we are using a heat plate for heat. We do not use heat lamps here. This is not a heat lamp. Obviously, it's just a little lamp to give them some light. And I'm not really worried about the cords because they're not too interested in the cords. Generally, once I have my regular hatching setup and brooding setup out here, it won't really be like this. This is temporary, but a little kiddie pool works wonders for a spot to contain your babies. Okay, so if you have a kiddie pool laying around your yard, you can use it easily because you can just take it outside and rinse it off. No big deal. So that is what's going on in here today. We have some little baby chickens. Yeah, baby chicks. We love chicks. Again, they're about 3 weeks old. And if you look, for example, at this guy, look at those fluffy feet. When we say Silkies have fluffy feet, that's what we mean. These guys have quite the boots. That's going to be their name, Boots. There's Cat. What are you doing? Get off the screen. Cats are nuts. Anyway, we don't care. She's apparently climbing on the roof. That's a way to do it, I guess. Anyway, so these are our new arrivals. 8 baby Silkies and 2 barnyard mix. Dale, who we saw in yesterday's video, is also a barnyard mix. So we're pretty happy with our barnyard mixes most of the time. Though I suspect this one's a rooster, and I think that one's a hen. They are still a little bit young to know that for sure. So I think I have 1 rooster, 1 hen for the barnyard mix. For Silkies, well, we did talk about sexing Silkies in a previous video. It'll be months before we know for sure. But we're hoping to have at least 1 rooster in all these little babies because we actually do love our roosters. So we're hoping one of these Silkies is a rooster. And now they're getting loud and crazy and so cute. Yeah, look at the cuteness. 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 So we're going to sign off for now and we will see you tomorrow.